Welcome to part 3 of our video series on the customer write-offs. In this video, I'll show you how to handle the balance write-offs through the allowance method in Acumatica. So first things first, let us set the stage here. We'll go to the reason codes and we'll make sure that we have a reason code set up for the allowance method. So I have one reason code called allowance. The usage is the balance write-off because we will be writing off a balance. And in the offset account, I'm parking this into a balance sheet account. And then a sub-account, you can select the one of your choice. So that's number one. Number two, let's take a look at a journal entry here. So for this example, for the demonstration purposes, I posted a manual journal entry, right? So here is a $1,000 bad debt that will appear on my P&L this month. And then I have a $1,000 balance, right, on the allowance of doubtful accounts. So that's my contra asset account used for this. And if I go to my account details, here's where we can track the financial activity. Obviously, there will be more, right? More entries, since this is something that's done continuously. But for our demonstration, I just have one balance here. All right, very good. And then the third thing we want to take a look at is a invoice. Again, I have one invoice here. This is a $300 invoice for a service, and let's say that this customer went out of business, and I know that I will never recover my money, and I will actually have to write this document off. So how do we do that using the allowance method? We'll go to the write-off balances and credits in the processes section of the receivables workspace. Okay, and you see that here is where you can process one or multiple documents to write them off, which is very nice. So this is a in bulk process for the balance and a credit write-offs. In the type, we're going to select the balance write-off because that's what we're going to be writing off. And then I need to select my customer, which I actually forgot who that customer was. Rotown Services. All right. Nope. I think it's this one. Western Star Truck. Okay. Type in Western Star Trucks. There we go. And you can see that the system pulled a document that is currently sitting on that customer account, right? If this customer had multiple documents, you would see multiple documents here, right? And now I can go ahead and select this invoice, right? But as a reason code, I need to make sure that I select my allowance, right? Reason code. Because I don't want to be writing this off and offsetting the bad debt expense account. I actually want to make sure that I'm offsetting that allowance for doubtful accounts, right? Account on my asset side. So I'm going to select this reason code. You see that I have a limit of $300 here already set up for this customer, and then the selection total is $300. So this is a nice thing about if you're writing off multiple documents for that customer, right? So let's say that you had multiple outstanding invoices, customer went out of business, and you start selecting these documents and you have a limit set up for the write-off. The system will show you what's the selection total, right? And whether it matches the limit that you currently have set up on the customer master. If you need to increase the limit, you can go to the customer profile, update, increase the limit, come back here, process the write-off, and then you can go and basically, turn off the write-off checkbox. All right. So all we have to do now is to hit process. There you go. And the system processed a transaction here. So if I click on the reference number, you'll notice that this invoice is marked as closed. So the system closed this invoice. And in the applications where you would normally see a payment as an offsetting document, you now see this document type called a balance WO, balance write-off. So I'll open this document. And this is the offsetting document that the system created, a balanced write-off for $300. Now, if you're interested in seeing the journal entry, here is our journal entry. There you go. So the system credited the receivables, so that relieved that 300 receivable balance, and it parked that balance into the allowance for doubtful accounts. Meaning that if I go back now, let me close all these screens here. If I go back now to my finance workspace and to my account details, right, you will see that this was the original journal entry with a running balance of $1,000. And you can see that here is a document, right, that decreased that balance by $300. And now the allowance for doubtful account has a balance of $700. All right, very good. So that is how we handle the allowance methods. Thank you for your time, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.